Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Francis. I'm a Dungeon Master and a D&D Twitch streamer. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Links down below. Now this is the follow-up to a previous video that I made, which is essentially exploring the different background bonuses that wizards could do in their next book. And while editing this video, I realized that they have made the announcement for Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. They released an entire product overview, so I want to go through that with you. I made some notes based on a lot of the social media videos, so let's take a deep dive, shall we? Here we are with Tasha's Cauldron to Everything, and the way that it looks, it feels like it's going to be the next Xanathar's Guide to Everything, because we have expanded subclasses, we have more character options, group patrons, spells, artifacts, and magical tattoos, with new rules and puzzles. And the quick highlights is they're bringing in the Artificer as an official D&D class, which is massive, because Artificer is one of those classes that has been around forever and it's never been made official. So with the Artificer, we're gonna have some more classes, which is gonna be super fun. And one of the things that was really touched on was the specific spells and magical items. Some of the magical items have become a lot more charge based, and these are some of the notes that I have made. And first things first is that the Patron of the Genie, a subclass that was released on Unearthed Arcana, is now coming purely for the Warlocks. And I'm not really too familiar with the Patron of the Genie subclass, but when I read the Unearthed Arcana version, it essentially sent, as a warlock, you send your enemies to this death realm or like this court of genies, and you are judged by them in like a spell. It's one of those really out there, really cool and flexible spellcasting classes, so that's going to be fun. And there's also the group patron mechanic, which was introduced in Eberron, I believe. And I think that it's going to be more of a storytelling mechanic, because it's going to give players and DMs some more ideas about organizations. Maybe they have maybe they're all warriors to a certain deity. You know, if you're playing a class of barbarians, or could be barbarians, could be clerics, could be paladins. But another subclass that was definitely confirmed is the Bard's College of Creation, which amplifies spells and objects around them, makes them feel more like a supportive not healing, but more supportive or maybe even damage dealing class, depending on how the Bard College of Creation is. And in some of the videos they mentioned magical items being more charge based, one of which is very interesting, which was extraplanar sorcerer shards. Extraplanar sorcerer shards, say that 3 times fast, that are essentially sorcerer based magic items that suit your class. And as someone who plays a sorcerer myself, I'm very interested to see what they do for wild magic, and I think that's gonna be so much fun. They included a few things like a spellcasting focus for druids and warlocks, and a smut novel that is a book of illusions. And lastly, they also mentioned magical tattoos, and magical tattoos have been around had been a floating idea in Unearthed Arcana. I never really looked into it because it seemed pretty complicated, but I hope that they made it more simple and easy to follow. I think there was one, if I remember correctly, where I read it and I said that's definitely needs to be tweaked. So hopefully it will be fixed. And lastly, from my notes is, at the very least, it is confirmed that there will be 9 summoning spells. So these 9 summoning spells are going to be based on summoning monsters. Like, I think in the video they mentioned aberrations or beholderkin, celestials, fiends, constructs, these other creatures that if you cast these spells at a higher level, they will have more hit points, more bonuses to hit, and more spells that they can do. It's definitely good. It's definitely really good if you're playing, let's say, a conjuration wizard or some or maybe even a druid based character. So that's pretty fun. And I think, and some of the other things that they mentioned here was the rule for sidekicks, supernatural environments, hazards, and parlaying with monsters, and guidance on running a session 0. That is actually pretty useful as someone who has failed many times running a session 0. So this is going to be a hefty book. And I am pretty excited. It's expected to be released in November 17th, 2020. So it's not, it seems that far away, but you know, it's gonna be a big one. So that's pretty much it on Tasha's Cauldron to everything. That's everything that we know from their recent announcement. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like in the comments down below. Like I said, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on twitch.tv/Tales of Octavia, and I will see you in the next episode. So, bye guys.
Maddie, look at how many there are. There's a lot.
Jesus. What the heck?
And it is
All right.
their turn. These
All
two are